In a small township in South Africa, known simply as Ekasi, lived a cheerful young girl named Lindiwe Maseko. She lived with her loving mother, Nomsa, in a small blue house with only 2 rooms. They didn't have much money, but their home was filled with love, laughter, and hope. What made Lindiwe special wasn't her clothes or her possessions. It was her kindness. Every morning, as she walked through the neighborhood, she greeted everyone she met. "Molweni gogo," she would call to an elderly woman sweeping her yard. "Morning, Booty," she would say to the taxi driver waiting for passengers. Her warm smile could brighten anyone's day. The people of Ekasi loved her. But there was one thing missing from Lindiwe's life. She had never met her father. Whenever other children asked about him, she would simply smile and change the subject. The truth was, Lindiwe didn't know who her father was. But her mother had raised her with so much love that she never felt incomplete. One evening, while they sat together outside their home watching the sunset, Nomsa gently said, "My child, never let what you don't have stop you from becoming who you're meant to be." Those words stayed in Lindiwe's heart forever. As the years passed, Lindiwe worked hard at school. Her teachers admired her determination. She studied late into the night, dreaming of a better future. Then one day her hard work paid off. She was accepted into a university in Johannesburg. The entire neighborhood celebrated. The day she left Ekasi, friends, neighbors, and family gathered to say goodbye. "Don't forget us when you're rich," one neighbor joked. Lindiwe laughed. "Never. This will always be home." Johannesburg was exciting. The city was bigger and busier than anything she had ever known. But thanks to her friendly personality, she quickly made friends. During her second year at university, she found a part-time job at a community development center. The center was managed by a respected businessman named Sipho Dlamini. The first time Sipho met Lindiwe, he felt something strange. The center was managed by a respected businessman named Sipho Dlamini. The first time Sipho met Lindiwe, he felt something strange. There was something familiar about her. At first, he couldn't explain it. But as the months passed, he noticed more similarities. Her smile, her eyes, even the way she greeted every person she met. One afternoon, curiosity got the better of him. "Lindiwe," he asked gently, "tell me about your family." Lindiwe smiled and proudly spoke about her mother and her childhood in Ekasi. Then she mentioned her mother's name, Nomsa. Sipho froze. His heart began racing. "Nomsa?" he whispered. Lindiwe nodded. Tears immediately filled Sipho's eyes. Many years before Lindiwe was born, Sipho and Nomsa had been deeply in love, but life had separated them. After losing contact, he spent years searching for them. Eventually, he believed they were gone forever. Now, standing before him, was a young woman who looked just like him. Sipho knew he had to find out the truth. Soon after, he contacted Nomsa. When Nomsa heard his voice for the first time a few weeks later, they agreed to meet in a quiet park in Johannesburg. Lindiwe sat between them, confused but curious. The atmosphere was emotional. Sipho looked at her with tears in his eyes. Then he finally spoke. "Lindiwe." His voice trembled. "I am your father." For a moment, everything stood still. Lindiwe couldn't believe what she had just heard. All her life, she had wondered who her father was, and now he was sitting right in front of her. Sipho wiped away his tears. "I'm sorry for all the years we lost," he said. "I can never get them back. But if you'll allow me, I'd like to be part of your life from now on." Lindiwe looked at her mother. She thought about all the sacrifices Nomsa had made, the sleepless nights, the struggles, the love that had carried her this far. Then she looked at Sipho, a man who had spent years searching for the family he had lost. Slowly, a smile appeared on her face. "The past is the past," she said softly. "Let's start with today." Sipho embraced his daughter tightly. Nomsa wiped away tears of joy. And for the first time in many years, they felt complete. That day, nobody became rich. Nobody became famous. But something far more valuable happened. A family that had been separated by time finally found each other again. Lindiwe completed her studies and often returned to Ekasi. She never forgot her roots. She never stopped greeting people. And whenever young people asked her secret to success, she would smile and say, "Be kind, work hard, and never lose hope. Sometimes the people you're looking for are closer than you think."